Hello, everyone. I am not showing my face today, so get over it. So you guys, I am live, and I want to have a conversation with you guys about something and have an honest conversation about it. Um, so let's uh let's let's just give it a minute. Hello, everyone. Hey, Chris. How are you? How are you on today? Um, Make sure you hit the like button. Hey, Trisha. So, y'all, I'm just gonna go ahead and get to the content and just say what. So, I got a comment on my last live about that. I asked you guys, how you guys feel about the content that I bring forth to you guys. And I got a comment from someone that through um watches watches our replays. Um I did thank the person for her comment, and I do thank her for giving me the comments. And I do want you guys honest opinion, what do you guys think of the content, Um honestly, because like I have not been really motivated to do this. Um, I haven't done none of my true crime stuff because it takes a lot from my time, and um, you know, um, I try to give people the opportunity. Let me say this, to come in, and I wait a few minutes before I get into the content because of the fact that I don't want to repeat myself. Um, Number one, um, I feel like there's nothing wrong with waiting for people to come in to the live, because some people, some people, um, how can I say this? Some people come in and say what we're talking about tonight. So I just don't like to repeat myself. Um, so I honestly, hey Joe, how you doing? I honestly want you guys feedback, because I'm about to the same feeling as you guys, Joseph. Like, YouTube don't is not putting money in my fucking pocket. Honestly, YouTube is not putting money in my pocket. Um, if my kids in the background, you know what I'm saying? I know some people have their kids on the schedule, and that's cool. That's what you do. You may have support. I don't have support. And I know people say, well, why you ask for my opinion if you're going to feel some type of way? I'm not feeling some type of way. I'm just giving you what I know. If I go live at 7:30, my kid's gonna be up. You know, I could go on later, but I feel like, I work, and I be up at 5:30 every morning to take care of children. So no, I'm not gonna be up 9, 10 o'clock at night giving y'all content. So whenever I give the content, be grateful that I'm coming up here giving the content. Um, I understand that, it'd be a lot of background noise, and I do apologize, but I have children, and I don't have no husband or nobody here to give them attention. My house is small. So I'm sorry if you feel like that's not good enough. Um, but I don't want to be disrespectful, and I do apologize if I just want open dialogue um about this. It seems like y'all don't, a lot. If you're not a content creator, you wouldn't understand what it takes to come up here. When I did it every day, to come and find content to talk about. And then you talk about death all the time and people killing and stuff all the time. It gets depressing. Whew. And um you're right. I'm just saying, I got to, the comment didn't offend me, and I'm saying, I appreciate the comment. It just, some things, I understand people like, well, I put my kids to bed at this certain time and blah 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 blah. But when you are a single mother, man, if you hear little kids in the background, just know that I'm watching them, because like like people have so much expectation, you know, and that's kind of what bothers me. Some stuff, yeah, I do need to work on, and I agree. But when it comes to what time I go, I'm gonna go when I go. And what's in the background, you shouldn't focus on what's on the background. Focus on what we're talking about. My kids, they will sometimes be in the live if we're doing a family friendly situation. Because sometimes I share my kids. Because at first this was a family channel. Um, You're right, Trish. It kind of like, she said, because I asked the audience, what they would like to see more of. And I'm cool with, doing true crime stuff when I'm able to do it, when I have research, when I ain't burned out from being a mom, doing schoolwork, working, having to do other shit besides this, sitting behind a damn, because I sit behind a computer screen 40 hours a damn week. Sometimes I just don't have the mental to come on here every fucking day. I really don't. Uh, but I appreciate you guys comment. Like, I'm praying on it. I may be walking away from it too. I appreciate all the friendships. I appreciate all the support. You know what I'm saying? But no, when I was putting in all that content and putting this and doing this, y'all taking away time from my kids. I'm taking away time from stuff that I need to do for me, to sit behind a computer screen and be a content creator, and then for ungrateful ass people. You know. And I might be quitting, and it'd be damn YouTube, damn everything when it comes to my mental and my because everybody, if you're not a content creator, you don't understand what we go through. If you're not a content creator, you don't understand what we go through putting out fucking content. To bring content every day, it gets tiresome. Yeah, basically, like every 3-4 months, I get $100. I understand you have to build your platform, and I'm cool with building my platform authentically. But it gets to the point where, shoot, it's too much. And true. But to the person that wrote the comment, I've taken your comment into consideration. And some of what you said, I'm sorry. I do apologize if you hear children in the background. These are my children. I can't, what I'm saying? Like that I have free spirited children, and that probably ain't gonna change. Like until they get older, when they're teenagers and they ain't bothered by the TV and stuff like that, and Ninja Turtle and being active. When you have a child, let me say this. Like I said, I have a child that is ADHD and damn near autistic. He ain't gonna sit down. I don't care if I beat his ass. He ain't gonna sit down. Y'all don't know my story. Y'all don't know what I go through. So if I bring you content, if you like it or you don't, cool. But I was just really asking, what would y'all like to see? Not, all that. But I appreciate you coming. I understand people like to have silence and try to hear everything that what you need to say, and I appreciate anybody that give me feedback. I'm not ungrateful because I asked for it. But man, don't be. But I'm telling you now, I don't think you're going to not hear no kids in the background. I'm sorry. I'm not. I got to get my structure. What? Go to big. Put it. Sit down. I used to try to, change my kids. Even when we were a family channel, trying to change my kids to. And what this is the thing about it. We are all imperfect people. Let me say that. We are all imperfect people. And shit ain't gonna always go the way you want it to go. And your content ain't gonna always be the way that you want it to go. Sometimes you will hear noise in my background. I'm sorry. I'll go back to the true crime content. I don't, you know what I'm saying, baby, I barely do turn on my I don't even really turn on my ads like I used to or go back and check and add ads to my videos anymore. That's how mentally drained I am of YouTube and trying to create content and trying and trying and trying. And then, you know what I'm saying, I gain followers, then I, shit. There you go. I'm not gonna say it, it was in the comments or whatever. You know. Hey Reese Cup, how are you? But yeah, y'all, I have been mentally drained for a while. But I still try to come on here and give content or talk to y'all because I love y'all. And I love the people that join and I don't feel no way about, being slighted or anything like that. It's just certain things I'm not going to change. Um, I don't make enough. This ain't my. This don't pay me $15. The amount that I. This don't pay me my paycheck. A paycheck that I live that's able to pay a light bill or a water bill or my house payment. It don't pay that. This is just what I do for leisure and fun. And hey, Mitchell for F. I'm sorry if I overlooked you. How are you today? Maybe I'm just irritated. I'm not irritated. It's just certain things I cannot change. Hey Joe,
Hey, boo.
how are you?
I'm good. I'm just sitting here agreeing with everything you said because that's why me and Tramel stopping. Like, Tramel's reason is because he's like, we ain't growing. It's like a waste of time. People don't share our videos so we could grow, but yet they swear we should be bigger than what we are. My thing was, I sit back and watch a lot of people in our chat sit and throw T.S. Madison, Armand Wiggins, all these big YouTubers money, but yet you want to send me an email telling me how I changed your life and saved your life. Girl, you could throw money at me like you throwing at these millionaire bitches. How about that? Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like I'm entertaining people for free. You can't even
Right,
watch cable for free.
right.
But you want to send me an email telling me how I'm changing your life, but yet Armand Wiggins and T.S. Madison ain't changing your life, but you throwing them $100, $50 here. And I've seen people that watch you and me do it. And I'm sitting
Wow.
there like, so you give people that don't need the money, and you just want to send me an email thinking that make me feel good.
I have
Girl,
my loyal to a few. And I know you do too. You have your
right.
loyal
But
few.
it's like, and it ain't like I'm looking for the money.
Me either.
It's just that how dare you? How dare you sit in my chat and tell me I changed your life and you paying millionaires that don't need the money and you just looking at me like, oh, you can change my life. You can make me feel better. I don't have to pay you for that, but I'm going to pay for some celebrity gossip or I'm going to pay just to hear you make me laugh.
Right. You know,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like that's these people's babies. That's what they want. And what I'm saying, some of them have sold their souls just to do this. Some people
right.
have turned on family and friends and all that.
But
I'm not selling my
Monica, honestly, if you knew how much they was making, when a big YouTuber told me how much they was making, I
Mhm.
completely came together. I was like, what? And my little check every 2 months is $162.
Hmm.
And bitch, you sitting here, you ain't gotta work, and you getting this kind of money every month? Bitch,
Exactly.
please. Fuck a YouTube. I'm being for real. I'm like, you get how much money every month? And
Right.
I said, no, 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 no. You need to tell me what you're doing so I could do that too. Because I'm a little confused how you get a check for every month for that amount, and I'm getting a check every 2 months for $162. I'm like what don't make sense to me? If you ever noticed, I don't know if you ever noticed, when you make videos every day, you notice how your money go down. But if you
Uh-huh.
don't make a video every day, the money shot skyrockets up.
Uh-huh.
And I'm sitting there like, this don't even make sense. We should be making money by making videos, not sitting
Exactly.
back, not making videos, because that ain't adding up in my head. And when you try to
Right.
contact YouTube, they don't want to give you an answer. They don't want to tell you nothing. They, well, what do you see? Bitch, that's why I'm emailing you because of what I see.
Child.
But I don't blame, like what I said. They want Jayla and Jamel to be quiet. Bitch, cash at me $100. I'll keep them quiet every time I go live. Cash
Like
at
I have
my ass
everything scrolling across the
$100.
screen and everything. Like I
Right.
just not. I'm not a beggar like that,
No,
and I'm
but what I'm
going to get
saying is,
people.
no, what I'm saying is they act like, oh, she should get a babysitter to keep them quiet. Well, bitch, I gotta pay the babysitter. So how about you give me
Yes.
$100 every time I go live, and I'll make sure that they quiet. How about that? But until then, don't worry about my kids. Don't worry about what they doing in the background. If you can't hear, and I ain't never watched you where I couldn't hear. Now, yeah, Jayla may come in there and make a lot of noise, and the first thing you do is like, hold on. You mute us out, say whatever you got to say, and Jayla gone. Or Jamel will come in there, and like the other day, he was like, I want something to drink. You told him no. And you mic'd us out, said what you had to say, and they go about their business. And then they playing in the background. I ain't never not heard what you had to say because they were
Yep.
so loud and they were
Right.
so unruly. And they kids. Kids are gonna be kids. Like, and that's why I said what I said. They want them quiet. Let them cash app you. Keep them quiet. Because I'm sure if a bitch was sending you 100, you go live every day. If a
I
bitch was
have that.
sending you $100 every night, I guarantee you they shut the fuck up because you gonna make sure. Don't y'all say a word.
Right, but you know what I'm saying? Like my um hey Tramel. Tramel.
Hey, what's going on? You know what I want? You know what I had to say? You know, motherfuckers say shit like this. Excuse me for cursing on your channel. Motherfucker. I'm sorry.
Tramel, you in the
No.
hospital, don't get all up. It's not even that upset. It's upset. It's just I'm
Oh,
just it's just
no. What I want to say was is that motherfuckers always got something to say in the comment section because they disrespectful in their goddamn spirit. But the people that's saying stuff like your kids is noisy in the background, I want them to get up here and have a platform and sit here and try to talk to people and try to find things to talk to people about and sit here and take the criticism and the bullshit that we put up with as content creators and I want them to sit here and deal with it and endure it before they make their little smart ass comments. So to the person that made that comment that said that your kids is noisy in the background, you're a mother. Of course your children are gonna be
well
noisy in the
this was
background.
this is what was the suggestion because she wrote a lot and I appreciate like I told her I appreciate the comment. She was just saying like I could go a little later and where the kids are asleep because she put her kids in the bed at a certain time. But shit, it could be late in the evening at night. My kids may still be up with
Exactly.
some water. Mama, I got you trying to steal some chips or Jamel trying to eat him some cereal, and I had to flush
Mhm.
and say go to bed. I said go to bed several times on the line. You know,
Right, but you got to give a person they props for the effort. Monica, listen. Let me just say this to you. The one thing that I respect about you as a content creator is that you have always done your due diligence. You have always shown that this is something that you're going to try to weather through. You
mhm.
have always been this person that says no matter what, this is my channel and this is what I'm doing. You know, I'm not saying excuse my children in the background. I ain't never heard you try to make up no excuses for your children. I've always heard you do what you set out to do. If it's news that you're doing news in spite of the noise, in spite of it. And I feel like it's an insult. It's an insult. Nobody has a right to try. And this is one of the reasons why me and Joseph had made the decision to leave YouTube. This I'm the name of our channel is the McCray Kings. I don't care who you are. You have absolutely no right to tell me what to do on my channel. This is my channel. It was me that started this channel. It was me that worked hard to get the 1,000 subscribers so that I would be monetized. It was me that did all the hours that I had to do and fulfill all the requirements that I had to fulfill to get this channel to become monetized. Not you. Not you, Mr. Comment section. Not you. You didn't do it. It was me. I worked hard to get this channel, and how dare you come on my platform and come in my comment section and tell me how to run my channel.
Well,
I've heard it too
this,
many
this is
times.
this is
I've
the
heard it
thing.
too
I
many
did
times.
ask, what did everybody, Friday, I did ask everybody what they would like to see more of, because I really haven't been putting out no content. I just been talking. And I
Right. I mean, my thing is if I want your opinion, I'll ask you for it. Or if you have a suggestion, be respectful enough and be courteous enough to send me a message, send me an email and say, "Hey, Monica, I like watching your content,
did
but
say she liked to watch.
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Hmm.
There's a lot of noise in the background, and your children are making a lot of noise in the background. You may want to do A, B, C, D. Don't put that in my comment section, trying to embarrass me, trying to be fucking funny, because that's all that person was trying to do. That
Oh,
person, whoever they were, that put that message in your comment section, she could have just as easily sent you a message.
yeah, because I did his ways of contacting me, and she was like, I do have good topics, but it's just, I guess, that what bothered me. Like, I just want to let everybody know, because she was like, maybe some of the people that was in my comment sections that be on
Right.
live, uh, may feel this way, and they just haven't said nothing to be nice. And I was like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm so sick. Let me tell you, people in the comment section, with all due respect, I'm so sick of y'all always got something smart to say. You people that have something smart to say. Now, there's a lot of people in the comment section that have kind words, that say nice things. I'm so sick and tired of people in the comment section always trying to be fucking smart, always trying to be funny. When if it were them, they wouldn't feel that way. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't feel that way. I'm so sick and tired of people in the comments. Yeah, they feel like you got to tap dance and you got to kiss their ass in order to get subscribers. But it don't work like that. That's not how YouTube works.
baby, it's hard. It was hard to get the thousand, even harder to make, content now for me.
You worked your ass off for that channel, Monica. You worked your ass off. It was you, not them. You did the work. Do they understand? I challenge. As a matter of fact, I challenge. I challenge any person in your comment section and in my comment section who will watch me. I challenge you to establish a YouTube channel and get monetized. I challenge you. I challenge you to do it and see how easy you think it is. It's not easy. Just because you say I'm going to sign up and I'm gonna get me a YouTube channel and I'm gonna do mukbangs. That don't mean you're gonna be successful at it. You
Exactly.
that don't mean that don't mean you're gonna be beloved. It don't mean that. It don't mean that. Just because you think that I'm gonna have me a YouTube channel and I'm gonna talk about my life. That don't mean you're gonna be successful. It
Right.
don't. It doesn't. It doesn't. I challenge anybody in the comment section. Anybody in the comment section and anybody in the bushes. I challenge you. As a matter of fact, I'll put $100 up. I will put $100 up, and I challenge any of you people in the comment section. Once you get monetized, send me an email and I will send you the $100. I challenge you to do it. I challenge you to do it and see how easy it is and see how hard it is because it's not easy.
The movie.
It is not easy at all. It's not. This job that we do, y'all think that we just turn our cameras on and here we go. It's not that easy.
You know how hard it is to come up with something to talk about every day?
It's a lot. Like when I was talking about domestic violence and all this,
Yeah,
all that, I was like, oh my God, it like got to the point where it got overwhelmingly too overwhelming for me because it was like, Lord, I'm tired of talking about killing and women. I am for women that are victims of domestic abuse.
right.
But sometimes it's just or women getting killed, people getting killed. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about it, but right now at this time, like my mind just, I really want
Right.
to
But then at the same time, Monica, you could sit here and talk about domestic violence until you blue in the face. That don't mean that somebody's listening. You sit here and you talk about these different interesting topics, and there's nobody listening, nobody watching you.
30, 40 people. That's it. If they watch the whole video,
Yeah.
you know what
How
I'm
dare
saying?
you people? How dare you people sit here and criticize us and ostracize us when we're only trying to bring some type of interesting content to you? And you sit here and you ostracize us. I remember it was, I mean, I'm sitting here, they'll sit here and they'll nitpick. Oh, well, you need to learn how to speak clearly. You need to learn how to do this. You need to do this. You need to do that. You need to shut the hell up and mind your goddamn business. Walk a
Well,
mile in
I'm
my
in
shoes.
agreement. Honestly, I'm in agreement with Trisha said. If you don't like it, don't fucking watch.
Yeah,
I,
and if
I,
you
I,
don't
I
like it, don't
when
watch.
That's
when
But
why
you
you
I
are
say,
watching
going to
stuff
I
on
tell
don't
people
TV,
that.
really, if I don't have a topic that's really trending, my mine's always to the faithful few that's in here now. It's never, or Miss Sheila, she might come in, hey Monica, she always, Miss Sheila, I always have much respect for Miss Sheila. Miss Sheila, she knows my children. She'll say, hey Jay, hey Jamel, you know what I'm saying? And so I have those, just like y'all have those faithful few that always come. Only time that my views go up is when it's drama or if it's some, like Tyree Nichols or something like that. Usually that's what it is. Um,
yeah, but
but
you ever notice, Monica? It's never the ones that come all the time. It's always the ones that may come here and there that got something to say. It
yeah,
ain't
because
never the
I ain't seen
ones
this
that come
person
all the
never wrote
time.
on my thing. I never. I didn't think. I was like, this is your first time writing on here. She said that she wrote the playbacks, but I'm like, there could be somebody trolling that have a personal issue with me.
Right.
It's just, ugh. I just wanted to be known. Like y'all will not. It will not be a perfect live ever.
But it don't have to be because it's your channel.
Exactly. And I just, I do want my people's opinion on, topics and stuff like that. But how certain things should be run and how my household should be run, I ain't asked for that. I asked about topics, not, oh,
Right.
what's wrong with my what I need to do better on my channel so my channel can grow. I I'm cool with the people. I have lost one time I hardly ever was going live. I lost 30, 40 people. No, I lost about 15. And I was cool with it. Because them same people wasn't coming on here.
Right.
And then I lost some people that Sunday night, last Sunday night when I read whatchamacall. I lost 4, 5 people then. And then I lost 4, 5, 3 people yesterday. And it's the same people that's coming back though. So what they let you know?
Right.
Child. Though I said YouTube don't pay enough for this stress. I be stressed enough talking to you customers.
Right. I mean, it's different if YouTube is your bread and butter and that's how you pay your bills and stuff like that. Then and if you made some of this money that some of these top content creators are making, I'll let you have your field day in my comments. But when that ain't my bread and butter and YouTube ain't paying my bills, you're not gonna just come in my live and to start talking shit and think that it's okay. Cause you know I let them have it at a heartbeat, honey.
I really wasn't coming on here to say that, but it just bothered. Yeah, I was like, okay, thank you for your comment. You know, Chris talking about some he'll serve all this,
Right. I just saw it.
but it
Well,
just
you got my vote, Chris.
exactly because child, I don't. It just depends on what you're willing. I feel like what you're willing to sell yourself to. I ain't willing to sell myself for money because I work for it. And I'd rather work for what I want instead of just, selling my soul for people that when they get mad at me, they gonna unsubscribe and stop dealing with me anyway.
I think the three of us learned our lesson with that, did we now?
Yes,
And that was
no,
we
never.
wasn't in the real shade is we wasn't even asking for it. It was just being given to us.
Right,
So even it just being given to you can become a problem.
right. That's what I was like. Oh my God! Like they was like, well, I'm so glad that you asked for our opinion on what should be done, what the topic should, what you know we wanted to see more of. And then it got to the kids. I need to do timestamps and all that. I'm like, I don't have time for all that. Not me. I'm not. I don't put even ads in my lives no more, Joe. I really don't. I
Right.
let it be what it be. And sometimes half of my videos don't even is yellow. I don't even go back and you know get a
Right.
review because that's how much I do not care. And I know it's sad.
No, because I do the same thing now because I'm like, okay, I go back and dispute it. They turn it green. But you ain't gonna pay me for all the people that already watched it.
Child, okay?
So big deal. It's yellow. You're only paying me like a penny per view any goddamn way. So what's the fucking difference? Like
Exactly.
one time I saw me and Tramel had 1,000 views and it made 32 cents. I said, "Are you kidding me right now? 1,000 views and we only get 32 cents from 1,000 views? Are you kidding me right now?"
Right.
I was like, "Y'all done lost your mind." And when I told Tramel, I said, "I don't want to do this no more because I feel like I'm entertaining people for free." He was like, "You don't? I'm so glad you said that because I've been wanting to stop." I said, "Well, why didn't you tell me?"
Wow. That why
Because
I was shocked that y'all wanted to, but then when I got that comment yesterday, then I got to thinking today. I see why Joseph and Tremel wanted to end it. This ain't like I kind of dreaded coming on here today. I really did.
right, like it's like, and when I heard you, I was like, Monica, I'm gonna back her up because if somebody come in these comments and say the wrong thing, I'm gonna curse them out for her. Cause I'm like, it don't make sense. Like it just you want like people want me and Tramel, they want to tell us what to do and what we need to talk about and what we don't need to talk about. And I'm like, you ain't never sent me a cash app. You ain't never ordered nothing off my list. What think you got the right to tell me what to do? Like, and I'm just being. That's how I feel, and I ain't sugarcoating what I feel. I
Hey,
feel like that.
you free to
You
say
ain't
whatever
never
you
sent
want.
me you ain't even sent me $1 cash app, but you got a whole lot of opinion about what the fuck I'm doing. So what you call a cable company and tell them you don't like what they playing? I said, but at least you paying them a bill every month. You don't like what they playing, but you still paying the bill with them every month. You ain't paying me shit, and you got the nerve to tell me what I need to do on my channel. How about you call Comcast or Spectrum or one of them and tell them I don't like what you playing on TV. I said because you know what's gonna happen because I used to work for the cable company. Man, we don't control what they play. And that's it. That's all. And guess what? You still gonna pay your bill every month and still not like what they playing. So
Right. And
shut the
then
fuck up and do like you do when you watch TV. If you don't like what you see,
turn the channel.
leave.
Yeah.
But everybody think they got a voice now. Everybody want to be a bully and think they could just say whatever the fuck out of their mouth because they hiding behind a phone or a tablet or a computer. But 9 times out of 10, if they see you in the street, it's oh my god, I can't believe I'm meeting Monica. Oh my god. And then when you meet them with that same energy they met you with on the computer, it's oh my god, she was such a bitch when I met her. But you forgot to tell people why she was a bitch. Cause you
Yeah.
sat there and typed all this bullshit to her, and now because you see her in person, it's oh, can I have a picture? Oh my god, I never thought I would see you in person. Oh my god, you're such a wonderful. I love your content, but that ain't what you said in my comments, bitch.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what makes me mad about people. And that's why I tell them the same energy you meet me with on the computer, meet me with in person. Because just because you meet me in person, don't think Joseph is gonna be smiling up and oh, it's so great to meet. I'm be like, bitch, you said you was gonna fuck me up on the computer. So now we face to face. I want you to do what you said.
Hmm.
Oh, I was just playing and our boy me and Tramel love talking about Andrew Caldwell. When he went on that television show and all them boys threatened to beat his ass and he saw them beating each other up, all of a sudden he want to run and run to the airport and go home. Because see, you sit and pop shit with people on the live for clicks and views. And then when you meet them in person and they really haul off and knock the shit out of you, now you wanna well, it's not that serious. Well, it wasn't that serious when you was popping shit on a computer
Right.
because you was behind the camera. See, you just doing stuff for clicks and views to entertain other people because you think it's cute. But everybody on social media ain't doing things for clicks and views.
Right.
And when they meet you with that same energy you met them with in the comment section, now you want to call the police. Now you want to act like we so mean and we so this and we so that and we should be humble. You wasn't humble when you was telling me off in the comment section.
Right. Right. That's why I say, that was amazing to me that I had got that long paragraph like that. I was like, wow, you know, you know, but I feel you. Like I'm not Jayla. Hold on a minute.
Okay, King Chris, we will be your head of your news team, child, because we will keep them all in line.
Yeah, like it's crazy. That's why I say, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I get stars on Facebook. I ain't even been live on Facebook. But my Facebook audience, they never they never is a problem because Facebook, they like even though Facebook can be hell, Facebook like they hold on a minute. But Facebook, they'll just inbox me, hey, you may need to talk about this. Hey, you need to do this and you need to
Right,
but it's never, you know, I guess, I guess everybody have their preference of who they want to follow. I'm cool with if I'm not your cup of tea.
right,
I'm a very honest and authentic person. You see what you get. And that's have I always been. Like I have always, I have given back to my people in my platform. I don't ask for money. Every time I go live, I do not ask for money.
right,
And shit, I don't even tell anybody to join the membership. I forgot to even say that now. It's just
right.
it's
And then,
crazy.
like, see, for you, it's easy because it's you by yourself. With me and Tramel, it's like some people relate to Tramel better than they relate to me. Some people relate to me better than they relate to Tramel. So
Right,
if they feel I ain't talking enough, they want to attack him and be like, you need to shut up and let Joseph talk sometimes. Or they'll send me an email talking about, you treat Tramel like this and you need to let him do this and I'm like, okay, we know that you watching us because 9 times out of 10 you relate to one of us more than the other, and we both cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But what
right,
you're not gonna do is attack us because you don't like the way he's talking to me or I'm talking to him. And this this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? Do we do this in our everyday lives? No. People have met us and been shocked when they see Tremel is really the quiet one. I'm the one that talks. I swear,
Yeah,
Monica, when you meet us, Tremel gonna sit there quiet, and you gonna look at me and go, Joseph, what's wrong with Tremel? And I'm like, this is who he is in person. He's not that talk all the time person like he is on camera.
right,
When you meet us in person, I'm the one that's gonna talk to you all the time and be keeping you entertained. And people
right.
get so thrown by that because they're like, well, where's this animated Tremel? I said, child. If you think I would have married somebody that was animated like that all the time, you would have lost your mind. I couldn't deal with that shit all the time. I barely could deal with it on camera. And I'm like, you think I married somebody that was that animated all the time? Child.
True.
Jamel is a whole different person off camera. A whole different person. Even content creators that we met, they even looked at him and was like, you are so different on camera. Like one person told him, I didn't even want to meet you and Joseph because he said, I'm not gonna lie, I connected with Joseph more than I connected with you. Because you
Yeah,
so animated. And they was like, now that I met you, you have the most beautiful spirit I've ever met in my life. Because they just thought Tremel was this animated, talk all the goddamn time and won't never shut the fuck up person because that's what they interpreted him to be from what they saw on YouTube.
right. That
And
you could be anybody on the internet. One thing I
right.
know for sure.
And then they were shocked because where I sit on the lives and don't say much, I'm the one talking, keeping the conversation flowing. And they just
Child.
like, y'all are so total opposite in person. I'm like, well, that's who we are. In person, I'm the talkative one. Tremel is the one that's quiet. But
Mm,
on camera, if you see us on camera, you wouldn't think that because Tremel is the one constantly talking, and I'm the one like trying to fight to get word in edgewise. But
right,
in person, it's the total opposite.
right. That's why I say I have got to that point where I'm just gonna I got to be me. And this stuff right here, it just bothers me so much.
Right.
You just don't know. I was
Oh, I
like,
know. Trust me, I know. I do what you do. I know.
and um, it's just like people have to understand. Like, I understand you want this to be a certain way, or you feel like how things supposed to be a certain way because these bigger platforms has it a certain way. But you don't know what they were in the beginning when they first started
Right.
their platform. They had to really build. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
it takes a minute to build. And then especially if you don't know, like especially when you're trying to build your stuff authentically, people gonna come, people gonna go. And but you're gonna always have the same loyal ones that come and like to see your growth. And that's why I want loyal people. I don't want people that do fairy weather friends. You get what I'm saying?
Right. And what kills me is like when me and Tremel said we wasn't going live no more, da 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 da. There was people in the comment section that don't even know I know what they told other people about us. And I'm sitting there going, you sitting there begging us to stay on YouTube, but I've seen text messages where you say we try to pull a sympathy card and tell y'all we sick all the time and all Tremel do is beg for money. And so why do you want us here? Like,
Exactly.
which one is it? Is it the text messages you sent? Or is it that you really like us? Because I'm a little confused. Because what you don't know is I already know what you told somebody else. That's what you don't know.
And you just
And
want to call them out on it so bad.
right, I be sitting there going, well, which one is it? Do you really like us? Or is it, the message you sent saying my husband is messy? That, he want to ask for a cash app, but then say Joseph lost a $600 bag. Okay, but I'll be honest. I do have an MCM bag. The MCM bag is $600, but I didn't pay $600 for the bag. I ain't got it like that. You know how much I paid for that bag? $50 to some nigga on the corner in Newark.
Well, you got it
no,
for a discount.
no, but what I'm saying is, just because Tremel said, "Oh, they mailed Joseph back his $600 bag," it is a $600 bag, but that don't mean I had to pay $600 for it. That
Right.
don't mean it's a real MCM motherfucking bag. It just mean that If you sit it next to an MCM bag and it look just like it, I ain't gonna lie, you ain't gonna be able to pick the fake from the real one. Cause them niggas in Newark got bags that look exactly like the it's a
Uh-huh.
complete exact replica of the real deal. I was like, but y'all just want to go by what he's saying. Why don't you ask questions if you feel he begging for money? But he said Joseph carrying a $600 bag. Y'all see Tremel with Christian Dior and all of that. You either mad because you a woman and can't afford to buy one, or you
It ain't
mad
hard to buy
because
these Louis Vuitton or
right,
I got them bags, but I pay like $100. I may go to TJ Maxx and Ross. They
girl.
carry those bags
Let
at
me
a
tell you
discounted
something.
rate,
You
and
better
that's where I buy them at a
look. You better
discounted.
call Tremel and get the hookup because he got somebody now that say you any bag you want for $50. All you gotta do is send her a picture.
I want me a Tesla bag.
All you gotta do is send her a picture and she'll get the bag for you and only charge you $60.
That ain't bad.
Hey, no, it ain't bad. You think I'm going out here
Look,
and buy $1,000, $10,000 bag? Child, buy. Even
I'm
if I
not.
had
I'm
it
not
like that,
finna.
I wouldn't do it.
I'm not finna. I'm not finna pay $6,000 for no earring or no purse.
Right. If you could get me something that look exactly the same for $10, bitch, here's my $10.
Now I have paid $100 for shoes. Yeah, I may will pay
Right.
$100 for a purse. I will if I
I
got
ain't
it.
gonna lie. When I had it like that, I'd walk right in Nordstrom's and buy $1,000 pair of shades and wouldn't think nothing of it. Cause I
Uh-huh.
had it like that. Now I'll be right at the kiosk. Oh, these are cute little fake Gucci glasses. How much? $5? Here you go.
Okay.
I ain't got no problem with it. I ain't got no problem with it because at the end of the day, in this day and age, the way people are robbing people and doing shit, the fuck I look like letting you take $1,000 pair of shades from me? No, bitch, you take these little $5 kiosk shades and keep it moving.
Exactly.
Oh, Michelle, they right on Broad Street. It's this dude. It's two of them. One of them sell his bags for like $100. The other one, if you walk down towards where, matter of fact, he be right in front of that 7-Eleven on Broad Street. If you walk down to him, he bald headed, he short, he a little chubby, and he bald headed. The same bags the dude up the block is selling for $100. He only sell them for 50. And his bag, both their bags look real as hell. But I'm like, why would I pay you 100 when he down here selling them for 50? Child, I'm not doing all of that. And his Christian Dior bag, child, you can't even tell the difference between his fake Christian Dior versus the real deal. You put that bag down, it do not collapse. It stays in the upright position. I was like, a girl that had a real one saw Tremel and was like, "Oh my God, we got the same bag," and we was laughing, going, "No, bitch, your bag is real. You
Exactly.
was a fool and paid that much money, honey. I only paid $50 for this bag."
Yeah. Trisha said I have $100. I have $100 pairs of shoes, but I didn't pay it for someone else.
Right.
And nothing wrong with it. But I get a lot of things for myself as as who I am. But I know when someone said Tramel asking too much for money, Cynthia, I bet you were like, you know what? I know the air reason you like, you know what? Don't ask them for nothing.
No, but no, you know the shade. You know the shade behind all that.
What?
When I got the text message that they said that, do you know they sent $25?
What?
And I'm sitting there going, well, what the fuck, bitch? Are you just saying this to appease the other person? And you just going along with the crowd? Because that's what it seemed like to me. You going along with the crowd, but really secretly, you want to help us. So
But
I'm
you,
just like, that don't make sense to me. I saw what you typed. I know you did it. It ain't just somebody told me. They showed me you did it. And I'm like, I said, because I told Tremel, I said, I would have sent that money back, right? I said, had I known before, I said, had I known at the time, I would have sent that $25 right back. I
I
said, but
would
now,
have too. You
I
can
said,
have.
now it's too late because it was a while ago and it's already spent. and whatever. I said, but you know me, I would have sent that $25 right back and said, I don't need your money, bitch.
That's how I am. Return to sender. If it ain't
Right,
coming
because
from a
I don't
good place, then
I
no,
think
I don't
I
want it.
think you a punk when you just go along with the crowd. Like, be your own individual person. If you don't feel the way the crowd feel, tell them. Well, that might be how y'all feel, but that ain't how I feel. I really like them, and blah 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 blah
Mm,
blah.
exactly. So that's why I said it's just sometimes people just go with the crowd, and some people. Okay, all right, okay, that's okay. Go. Um, that's how some like me. If I feel a vibe, I'm not feeling. I'm not feeling send nobody nothing.
Right,
Nothing. If I get a vibe that I don't like, I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna send you that because I already know what this is. I'm not gonna send something just because somebody say send something.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
And you know, um,
I don't blame you, Anastasia. I don't blame you at all.
time like I said, times are hard now. People
Right.
time is valuable, and that's what people
Child,
don't.
when eggs cost
Time is
$15,
valuable.
that's a problem. Ain't nobody got time to about hell. I'll tell Tramel in a minute. If eggs ain't on sale for $3 or $4, we won't be having eggs this month. I was like, because if you go to the store and pay $15 or $14 for some damn eggs, when you come home, I'm gonna curse you out.
It's best to go to Sam's and get them in a bundle, 24 for like $6 here.
Right. Most of the time in Walmart, they like $3.99 or $4.99. I can deal with that.
Hmm.
But all is $18 and $20. Child. Not for no damn eggs, honey. I'll lay one myself before I buy a chicken egg for
That
$20.
ain't bad in the States.
Right.
That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. Like here, like I had went and they said if you want a 36 pack of eggs with $18, I just went on right past. I'm not paying that. No.
Right.
Though I said people, yes, we want your. Let me say this: when people ask you what is some of the topics that you want to see, not to critique what I'm doing. I
Right.
know what I'm doing and what I'm not doing. I understand the background or whatever. The what
I
the
asked you about that. I didn't come on here and say, do y'all think my background is too noisy? What I
right,
said was, what do you want to see me talk about?
right. So people. Sometimes people been waiting to say it for so long. Then when somebody finally get to saying it, they be like, "Oh, well, let me just say everything I want to say." Say
Right.
what you want to say. Not let it egg yourself. I just drink. Yeah, like that's why I said like I don't like that's why sometimes with social media, like if somebody send me something, I be so shocked because I'm not here to for handouts. I'm not sitting
Right.
here trying to beg nobody for nothing. Like, but if you send me something, I am beyond grateful. And I'm going to always appreciate people that that's here to support me and love me for me, even though it could be, chaotic.
Right.
But I some people like, well, like I heard you and Tramel saying in your live, some people they said they ain't gonna turn on the live until 50 people coming in their chat.
Oh, Monica, I done heard people say, "Oh, I got tea, but I ain't telling y'all till I get $500 in my cash app." And then all of a sudden they be like, "Oh, we at 450. I just need $50 more." And I be sitting there going, "And these people are going for this shit."
Exactly.
And then they tell you what they want to tell you, and I'm like, I be sitting there like, I know all y'all feel stupid right now,
It
cause
just
you could have turned on the news and heard what he just said. I literally watched, and I ain't saying no names. I literally watched somebody one day, and it was a man. It wasn't even a woman. I literally watched him tell people if they send him a cash app, he will twerk. Monica, I'm not lying to you. In the matter of about 1 minute, this motherfucker had $1,200 in cash apps
what?
in super chat. And I'm sitting there like, who the fuck sent him a super chat for $500 just to see him twerk? And it makes me
Desperate
mad.
motherfucker. Because
It
they
makes
don't get
me
their
mad
way.
because I'm like, you ain't even giving people decent content, and they just sending you money like this. Like, you rich, bitch. I remember when you started on YouTube. People didn't even like you. And I mean, you started on Facebook. People didn't even like you, but you was breaking stories like how Facebook put them stories up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Killer was using gay app. You'd contact the people, find the person that got assaulted, and do an interview with them the same day that the story came up. So
Uh-huh.
you was doing your due diligence to keep on top. I mean, really keep on top of the shit that was going down. So then people started liking you. You navigated over to YouTube, and he had the same problems we had at first. People wasn't watching because they was used to watching him on Facebook. Then all of a sudden, he took off on YouTube. Now he commands how y'all send him money, and y'all actually do it.
Child.
Like I
Let's
it
give
blows
people.
me. I watch T.S. Madison say, "Hey y'all, how you doing? Is this thing on recording?" And all you hear in the background is clink, 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 clink,
Cash App
clink.
there.
Her cash app is just going off, and all she said was hello. And I'm sitting there like, okay, I'm a little confused at how y'all pick and choose. And then y'all not even picking the broke bitches that you know is broke. I mean, my thing is, okay, you hear Monica Kids in the background, you know she a single woman. You won't send her nothing, but yet you sit there and send T.S. Madison $200. Make that make sense to
They
me.
get money off of making sponsorship,
Right.
and every goddamn thing.
And the only people that want to sponsor me is some bullshit on Instagram that they want me to buy something that
And
I'm
then
not
they
buying your
reimburse you
product
their
to
money.
promote it. You want me to promote your product? How about I just give you my address, you send it to me, and I tell people how nice it is. How about that?
Exactly. That's why I say, I guess for the ones that's listening in the bushes or the ones that may have questioning or, let me just say this. No, me and Joseph are not hating on the bigger platforms.
Oh no, not at all.
We
My
don't
thing is,
care about the cash app.
let me tell you
First
something.
of all.
You got to get your bag the way you get your bag.
Exactly.
And if people dumb enough to just send you a bag like that, shit, I ain't mad at you at all. I
And
ain't mad
Trisha,
at
that's
all.
the thing though, like, I know that a lot of us, times are hard. And I don't expect people to give me money. I don't have that expectation.
Right.
That
And if
was,
you think about it, Monica, when we started back in 2020, your Cash App was constantly going off every time you went live.
it
Because
did.
ours was constantly going off when we went live, and we didn't ask for shit. They was just sending it.
Right.
Times is different in 2023. People barely surviving, people barely making it. So it really ain't about that. But then when I see you sitting on other platforms just throwing money at them like you getting it off motherfucking trees, that's when I be sitting there like, well, what's wrong with me? You said I changed your life. You said you wanted to die until you heard me and Tramel talk about how we sick and we persevered through it. And you sending money to people giving you celebrity news. I'm trying to make it make sense in my head. Like you can get celebrity news on TV. Like that's it just don't add up to me. You want to tell me I made this big drastic change in your life and how you love me and we should be bigger than we are and yada yada yada, but you don't never share my videos. You don't never tell people to watch the McCray King. You just
Right.
want to sit and tell us where we should be. Well, how about you help us get there by sharing the video? How
Right.
about don't we always say support is support? It don't always have to be money. And it don't.
Exactly.
You sharing our videos is support. You
Right.
sharing our videos on your timeline is giving access to people that might not know we exist.
Exactly. I'd rather you share it out.
Right,
You know,
because I'm gonna get more subscribers. Because 9 times out of 10, they're gonna like what I say, or they're gonna find me and Tramel funny as hell and come back to see what we gonna say next.
right.
Because most people do. Or they like the fact that we authentically ourselves and just put it out there and don't give a fuck about it.
Right.
But no, you don't want to share the video. That's too hard for you to hit the share button.
Like it just all I can say is, you know, if you ain't never been through it or see the position that people that are content creators be in that are small, that
Right.
trying to grow, then see why they get discouraged and be like, forget it. Because
Right.
you know what, Joe, majority of the ones that that did the lives and stuff or started YouTube when we started YouTube, they are not here.
No. And the ones that are still here like us, holding on just because maybe one day I'll go viral. Maybe one day people will figure it out. Maybe one day, because I know that go through your mind. Like maybe one day I'll hit the right thing and talk about the right thing and go viral. Because me and Tramel say the same thing. We try to do celebrity news. We try, when we did Pillow Talk, we did not think it was going to take off like that. We
Um,
didn't. We didn't think. And then I'm like, Tramel, 20 people watching us, 30 people watching us, 40 people watching us. I said, we hit something big. But at that point, I was tired. I was like, I don't want to do this no more. You know how tired it is? I got to get up in the morning and go to dialysis, but I'm sitting talking to y'all till midnight. But I got to be up at 8 o'clock in the morning to get ready to go where I got to go, just keep my life living. Like, I it ain't adding up to me. Like, you ain't not you, but you know what I'm saying.
I
You
get
ain't
it.
supporting me. You ain't sharing my videos. You ain't telling nobody to watch us. But yet I'm entertaining you for 2 hours a night, and then I gotta get up in the morning. And when the alarm go off, I'll be like, "Oh God, are you kidding me?"
Yeah,
Like I want to stay in the damn bed because it ain't like I'm going to work. But if I want to live, I gotta go to dialysis. So it's like, what am I doing this for? Like I'm doing this for nothing. Like I ain't getting no real YouTube check. And I wouldn't mind getting $162 every month, but y'all giving me that every other month. So it's like,
Now,
why
I
am I doing this?
I got a consistent YouTube check two, 3 times last year.
Right. It's like once in a blue moon, we'll get a consistent check. And then after that, it's back to every 2 months.
So, you know, because when I was talking about, you know, I try to talk about trending topics, and I know there's some topics that's trending, and just like the Michelle Blair. Like, yeah, I got like over 3,000 views, and then I did the, you know, the Real World podcast and all what he talked about in the interview. But then I was like, after that, I was like, Lord, I'm tired now. It's just too much work, you know, especially when I'm like, y'all don't understand, like me writing papers for school. It's like that's a lot. Me,
Because then when you do that, it starts to feel like a job. It's not enjoyable no more.
right? Just like you know, some of the people that you know when I was talking about the Beverly's case, and come to find out that some of them people were shysty, and I'm talking about doing some shysty shit behind the scenes. Shit, I
Right.
snitched all her damn videos I did, and I felt stupid as hell
Right.
for being behind or allowing people on my motherfucking platform that was shysty.
Right.
I had to snatch all that shit. I didn't snatch the jury interview because I know that was me getting to the
Right.
truth. People don't understand. Like I get it, just you know what I'm saying. I get like I have my burnout season. I do.
Right.
When my son plays football and I don't go live, you may see me live once a week. Is because I can't be a mom, football mom, school, and then work 40 hours a week, and I don't have no time to myself to just think till night.
Right. And I think, like for me, I think a lot of them think we don't have a life out of YouTube, and we do. Like we do. It just, I say this: if it's getting on your nerves, like you told us, make a video here and there so you stay monetized, and call it a day. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that really matter is your kids and taking care of them, making sure they got what they need and you got what you need, and taking care of your household. Because honestly, that's the way me and Tremel looked at it. I said, we both got issues right now. I
Mm,
was like, you about to have major surgery on your feet. I was like, I ain't got time for these people. I ain't got time to listen to their bullshit. I was like, for real, we gotta worry about ourselves. I was like, I don't give. I said, YouTube ain't pay. I said, what is YouTube paying now? I said, YouTube paying our rent? He was like, no. I said they barely. I mean, the
Um,
$162 to buy food, but I'm not gonna wait till the 20th of the month to do that. So they really ain't buying me food because we buy food in the beginning of the month to last us. So what are they really doing? I was like, it ain't doing nothing for us. I said, we sitting back entertaining people, changing their lives according to them. I was like, for free. I was like, and I'm tired of doing it, and I ain't gonna lie. And he said, well, my reasons for not wanting to do it are different than yours. I said, look, long as we on the same page that we don't want to do it no more,
yeah,
I don't care. I was like, you know
right.
me. I said, you know me. I ain't even gonna lie. Money talk with my ass, honey. You feed me the money, I'll sit there and entertain you, honey. I said, but I said, and it ain't even like I'm looking for the money from the people. I'm looking for the money from YouTube.
Exactly.
It's like I'm working for them for free.
Right, but you know what I'm saying? People, but then we have to realize we put ourselves on these platforms, yes. And we think that this is easy. And at first, you know what I'm saying, it looked as though that it was easy, but then when you get to the burnt out season, when things are you ain't growing like you need to grow in, some people they just be, doing content like some of these people that like these family channels or prank channels and stuff like that, they get burnt out and then they'll be like, or mukbangs, you get tired of sitting there eating.
Right.
Eating.
And what makes me mad is, people really be trying to help you by sending you a $50 cash app. I
Um,
mean, a $50 super chat, not knowing that YouTube is going to take half of that. And when you ever look at the analytics and see like they getting $15.32 per video, and they only giving you $2.30. I'm like, y'all got motherfucking nerve, bitch. I'm the one sitting here creating the content. I'm the one. I can see you taking $5, but you bitches is taking 15, giving me two.
yes, they take over
Where
half,
they do that at?
over half.
Like, you taking the majority of my super chat money, you taking the majority of my membership money, you
Hmm.
taking you paying me, you taking $15 off my videos and only giving me $2 of that. Like, why the fuck am I here? That's why I feel like I'm entertaining people for free. Cause in this day and age, I don't expect everybody to throw cash apps at me like they did in 2020 when people had it like that. No,
But people
it's
still be
YouTube that's the
people.
problem.
People
Huh?
do. People, I guess they see who they want to send it to. I
Right.
appreciate the ones that I don't ask for super chats and cash app, but the
But it's not
ones
even,
that
Monica, honestly,
say, "Hey,
for me,
Monica, I want to bless you. Here it is." And they'll just send it to me. They don't even put it in the chat. Sometimes they'll just be like, "Hey, I
right.
just want to bless you," and I'll be like, "Okay, well, thank you.
But
I
I'm like,
appreciate it."
most of them don't do it because they think we get a big check from YouTube. And I'm
What big
like,
check? The
right,
biggest check I
exactly.
get is
I'm
from
not
where
getting
I
a big
work.
check from YouTube. Like, child, the money I get from YouTube barely can feed me for, especially now, it's expensive food is, it could barely feed me for a week. And
Child.
they sending that amount every 2 months.
The people better
And
understand.
you ever notice the amount don't never change? When
I
they
know.
send you a check every month, it's always the same amount. And you be sitting there like, I be sitting there like, how is this check always the same amount?
I
I
got.
know what I'm seeing in my analytics,
Mm-hmm.
but it ain't adding up that y'all sending me the same motherfucking check every month, every 2 months. Cause
Child.
it ain't even adding up. Look at your analytics versus what they sending you. It ain't adding up. It ain't
I know.
adding up.
I make like $30 every 3 months.
Child.
I swear to God. Let me look at that. Like I'm on my phone. Like I swear to God.
And the sad part of that is, again, like I said, you got to meet $100 threshold. So if you sending 30, if you they sending you a check for $30, that really mean you made $130 and you only getting $30 from that 130.
I've been doing YouTube faithfully for the last 2, 3 years.
since
Basically,
2020. That
yeah.
well, I mean, you could have been doing it before that, but that's when me and Tremel
I,
met you in 2020.
yeah. Oh, you December was the highest amount I made was $49.
Oh, girl, I would have been stopped, honey. I'm bitching about
I just
162, and you talking about four child. I would have been stopped.
I made 19. But Anastasia, I've been there on YouTube since January of 2020. I had to. Somebody was being weird on my when I was first a family channel back in 20 beginning of 2020, and I was mukbanging with my kids, but my kids they was like, people was like, my kids they are children. I didn't want to make YouTube a job for my children. So I said, my kids don't, my kids got tired of doing that. I'm like, come on, let's eat. They'll cry. We just want to eat. So,
Child, let me tell you something. It was nothing funnier than the mukbangs, honey. Jayla would turn them completely out. And I would be sitting there hysterical. That time when she took that spaghetti and threw it, and you was like, I know you didn't just throw that spaghetti. And she said, yes, I did. Or that time when she said, I'm going to throw up. And you said, you better not throw up. And she looked at you and threw up in your lap. Child, I was hysterical. I was like, Monica, I said, girl, every time you did a mukbang, I made sure to watch just to see what Jayla was going to do.
child, these kids was a mess. Let me see. They might be, some of them might be privated. Let's see. No, I got the KFC and donut, steaks, chicken sandwich. No, so I might have to unprivate them because I got most of them private because somebody was like, "Where's your kids at? Oh, why you ain't mukbanging with them?" And it got weird for me, so I didn't do it.
Right, but I'm telling y'all, if y'all never saw those mukbangs with Monica and her kids, y'all missed out. Cause honey, Miss Jayla used to turn it, and I would be sitting there cracking up. I'd be like, "What Jayla gonna do today? What Jayla gonna do today?" I swear, I was watching the mukbang because I wanted to see what Jayla was gonna do today. Monica said, "You better not stand up in that chair." Guess who's standing up in the chair?
This when she was small, small.
Right. And I was cracking up because I just thought it was the funniest thing. Because in my mind, what did I tell you? I said, your kids remind me of me and my sister growing up because that's how we were. You tell me not to do so. I was just like Jayla. You tell me not to do something, I'm gonna do it because you said don't do it. And my sister was more like Jamil, because he just really sat there and did whatever you said do, or like ate his food, and he didn't really create a commotion. And that would have been my sister. She would have just sat there, ate her food, and didn't cause a commotion. Me, I'm Jayla. I'm doing everything I'm being told not to do. You better not throw it. It's going to go flying across the room. You better not do this. I'm going to do it. And that's why I found it so hilarious. Because, and I took to Jayla like that because I'm like, oh my God, she is so mean. The more Monica tells her not to do something, she's doing it just because Monica said don't. And I found
Right.
that to be the funniest thing on the planet.
Well, she TikToking now, child. Follow on TikTok.
She come up on my TikTok. I follow.
She a trip child. She be calling herself dancing, but she like I take some of her shorts and put them on our M2J's family channel because she said that she want to do YouTube, but if y'all know it's children that's off and on because when she get by teenagers, she ain't gonna want to be bothered by me or YouTube.
Right.
So um, but whew, I just I'm just glad to get that off my chest, Joe. Thank you.
Yes, it helps to get it off your chest, child. Because
Cause
sometimes you gotta say what you gotta say to the people that's making you feel the way they're making you feel. Because
yeah,
like honestly, when me and Tremel did it, I was like, am I gonna be honest and tell them why I don't want to do this, or am I just gonna say, oh, well, because we got so many health problems? I said, fuck that. I'm gonna tell them we ain't making no money, and I'm not entertaining you bitches no more for free. And I'm like, that's why I don't want to do it. And
okay, and
Tremel was
say
and Tremel was honest. He was like, we're not growing. I feel like we're in the same spot we was in since 2020. I mean, you know, my reason is my reason, his reason is his reason. And, you don't like it. Oh well, kick rocks, bitch.
Right. Only way you'll generate, I noticed that drama always sell, but I don't want to be
Right.
drama. I
If
don't
we
want.
sit and talk about Andrew Caldwell, oh honey, we'll have thousands of views all day long. My phone will be going off. Somebody left a comment. Somebody left a comment. Somebody left a comment. And when I look, I'll be like, well, damn, Tramel, 2,000 people watch this video. But I don't want to do that. Like, if
Right.
you're not being messy, like, if you being messy and it's stuff that's being shown on social media, I don't
Mm-hmm.
mind talking about it. But what I'm not going to do is just sit and talk about you because I can. And people find it hilarious and enjoyable that I'm
Mm-hmm.
making fun of you. Because then I feel like a bully. Just because I can do something, I'm doing it, and I'm doing it to get clicks and views off of me making fun of you. And I don't want to do that. Now, if you do something stupid, like when we reviewed him being on the Bad Boys Club,
Mm-hmm.
somebody left us a nice, real nice comment. They said, "You know what? I applaud y'all because y'all did that very classy. You wasn't like everybody else making fun of him.
Right.
Y'all did it very classy." And I'm like, but we got like 3,000 views on that video. Why? Because they thought me and Tramel was gonna go in like we did before, and oh bitch, you this,
Mm-hmm.
you that, and we didn't. Because at the end of the day, it's like, why we gonna keep saying the same thing over and over and over and
Right.
over again? And it's like, I'm not gonna sit here and be messy just because that's what y'all like. Because y'all, if you look at most of the big YouTubers, they messy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
And people sit there, come every day religiously. They got 2 and 3 and 4,000 people in their live because they like the mess. Well, I'm not messy like that. I'm not messy like that in my real life, and I'm not gonna sit and be messy like that on the computer.
Right.
And if that's what I got to do to generate a bigger YouTube channel or more money from YouTube, well, guess what? I'll bow out gracefully now, being myself and who I am, before I sit and become this messy bitch. Even when me and Tramel was making videos about who. Oh, honey, them videos was blowing up with views.
But I
Everybody
told my
loved
little
it.
proof it did too. Because you
Huh,
know why?
right,
A lot of people felt the same way, but they never did say nothing.
right,
And then here they come months later with the same mess.
right.
And that's why I say, because that's why I say, I didn't want to mention it on y'all live. Like that was a part that I regret when me and you, when you remember I had came to you in that tasty, she had did that live, and I came to you and I said, Joe, I said, man, what do you think of this? And you was like, Monica, you remember we had that personal
Right,
conversation,
right,
and you told me you didn't trust it.
right.
But me and Tramel really was like, oh no, no, no. He was like, I'm telling y'all.
Because like when everything went down, and Tramel was trying to reason with her, I was in the background saying, I ain't never trust you, bitch. I told them not to trust you. I ain't never fucking trust you. I knew you was a snake in the motherfucking grass, you dumb bitch. I was going off in the background. And that's when I said, you know what? I said, I know Tramel tried to reach out to Monica. I said, but for some reason, if I do it, she knows I'm an Aries and I'm not just doing it for no fucking reason. I was like, let me see if I'm right. I said, I have a feeling she's gonna respond to me. I said, but if she don't, I get it. I said, but I know she's gonna. I just knew you were gonna respond to me. For
Right,
some reason, I know because I said in her mind, it's like Joe is an Aries. If he's reaching out to me, something happened or something went down, and he
right,
wanna, you know what I'm saying? I said
right.
because we know we ain't gonna just reach out for no reason. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I just knew you were
Yes,
gonna
you
answer
did.
me. And
Uh,
I'm glad you did. I ain't gonna lie. I'm glad you did.
right.
And I said, I'm glad you reached back out to me.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, because I just, in my spirit, I knew. I said, I said, if Tramel reach out, she gonna pay him dust. I said, but like she did, like you did, but you was nice about it. I said, but if I do it, somehow I know Monica is gonna know, wait a minute, if Joe is reaching out to me, something really wrong. And let me
That's
call
what
him
I
and see
went
what's
in my
going
head,
on.
Joe. I like Joseph reached out to me. I like something ain't right. That's
Right.
how it went through my head for real.
I said my Aries gonna meet her Aries, and she gonna realize. Let me call Joseph and see what's going on. And
Child.
you did it because I knew you were gonna do it. I swear to God, I knew you was gonna respond to me. I swear. I said, she's gonna respond because I said we Aries. I said, and we both know we ain't reaching out unless we got something to say that's important. Or
Exactly.
we trying to fix some shit or put you on to something and we know it ain't no bullshit behind what the next one is about to do or say.
Right.
And I was like, I was so glad you responded. Cause oh child, I was in the background going off. Tramel, hang up the goddamn phone on that bitch. She's full of shit. I've been trying to tell y'all for the longest the bitch was full of shit. I was like, ain't nobody want to listen to me. I said, I wasn't a fool like both of y'all sitting on the phone talking to that bitch for 6 and 7 hours a motherfucking day. Fuck her. I don't have time for liars.
Child, I couldn't even sleep. I'm like, man, let me sleep in. Jesus, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, look.
Child, when Tramel made that live that night, when she was saying all that shit that was lies, Monica, I wanted to go live and rip into her asshole. But
I'm
I
glad
said,
you didn't. Some stuff,
Jesus.
you ain't gotta.
No, wait. I said, Jesus, keep me near the cross. Because, but the next day, Tramel woke up and said, Papa, I know you don't want me to do this, but what she not going to do is sit around and lie on us. I don't give a fuck if she tell the truth, but she not going to lie on us like that. I said, Tramel, I don't want you to do it. Da, 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 da. He was like, no, Papa, I'm going to do it. I know I'm your husband and I should listen, but I said, okay. I said, I'll be there, but I'm not going to say nothing. Child, as soon as Tramel said, welcome to Coffee with the Kings, I said, let me tell you one motherfucking thing. I read that bitch so bad she had them take down the video. Because everybody was gagging because most of the videos was Tramel. I
Yeah.
never said nothing, but that video, oh honey, I don't know if you saw it or not. It's still on my page. It can't go up, but I can send it to you so you can see how I read that bitch for Phil. When I tell you I read that bitch for everything in me, I said, you little fat fuck. I was like, how dare you? I was like, how dare you sit on a live and lie like that? You brought us this, you brought us that. Ain't nobody asked you for shit, bitch. But you want to act like we begging you for, bitch. When I asked you for $20, you told me no. I said, then you turn around and send me 200 motherfucking dollars. I'm like, okay, you didn't give me $20 yesterday, but you sent me $200 when I asked for it. I said, the fuck? I was like, make it make sense to Monica. When I tell you I read that bitch, I said, maybe I should call your ex-husband. I said, maybe I should post the receipts while you got a divorce. Because it ain't what you said. And when I tell you she was gagging, that's why she wanted to make nice. Because she wanted that video to come down.
Wow.
I said, you's an alcoholic, bitch. I said, you never told none of us you was an alcoholic. I said,
Like,
I now
I
I
thought
said,
she was the best person. Like, I really thought,
right.
and I do think behind all of that, there is a good person. I guess me trying to be see the good in people. You know how I am.
But I had enough that night. And then when she lied and said, I said, what she said, I said about Jayla, oh, bitch, that was it. I'm like, oh, no, honey. That's my little girlfriend. You will not sit here and lie like that because I ain't never told you no shit like that. And I'm like, that's when I start calling her all kind of fat bitches because I'm like, because you know what I told you. She said I said. And
Uh,
she was every kind of fat bitch I could think of. When I tell you I called her every kind of fat bitch I could think of, child, how dare you? How motherfucking dare you? I don't care. If I said it and you want to tell somebody I said it, I don't have a problem with that. But what you're not going to do is lie on me saying something about a child that I never said. That's what you're not going to do. I don't have a
like,
problem with nobody saying what I said, especially if I said it, because I'll come to, yeah, I said it, Monica, and this is why I said it. But what you're
yeah,
not going to do is
I
lie
don't
on me.
mind too. Mm-hmm.
Right. You ain't going to lie on me and say I said something that I know I didn't say.
Child, that's why I say, I'm just so glad that we just got past that because
Right. And
I
it was
would
our
have made.
fault for real. It was your fault, my fault, and Tramel's fault. Because she kept begging, please don't tell, please don't tell. So, not to create a situation, none of us told each other. But had we told each other, we would have stopped that shit long time ago.
Wow.
She was coming to you, don't tell them what I said, but they did this, and she would come to us. Don't tell her what I said, but she said that. So we sitting there like, well, wait a minute. And I told Tramel, I said, this ain't adding up. And he said,
Mm-hmm.
why it ain't adding up? I said, because at the end of the day, Monica Aries. I was like, if she felt that way, she would tell us herself. I said, I'm not understanding. I said, it ain't adding up to me. I said, I ain't never met an Aries scared to say what's on their mind. And he was like, well, she said it. And I was like, but do it add up to you? He said, no, not really, but who's lying? I was like, huh? So he was like, I said, she lying, Tramel. I said, because at the end of the day, why she keep begging us not to tell Monica what she's saying Monica said? I was like, because Monica didn't say it. I said, and I guarantee you, she telling Monica we said stuff about her and telling Monica not to tell us. I said, and then in Monica's head, it's probably ain't adding up because she's saying the same thing I'm saying. Well, why wouldn't Joe just tell me? I was like, I said, you were Sagittarius. I said, Aries, we sit and think when another Aries is involved, well, that's odd
Mm-hmm.
because I ain't never met one of us that was scared to open our mouth and say what the fuck we felt. Like, because we said big and bold, like there ain't gonna be no repercussion behind it.
That's why I was like, when we had the fallout, then she called me back and I was headed somewhere, and it kind of dawned on me. She was like, "Yeah, girl." They said they never want to talk to you again, and they said that they tired of you accusing them of such and such and such and such. Then I said, Monica, you better not say nothing else. Let her talk.
But we never said that. And that's the part that makes me mad about the whole thing is that you lied. She lied on you. She lied on us. Oh, she was. Oh, honey, but she really tried to make me get you. Oh, she told her boyfriend, that's what you get for talking about stuff like that in a live, and you got a whole gay man lusting after you. I said, well, who was that? She meant you. I said, I got a whole husband on you. Why am I lusting after her boyfriend? And she was like, well, that's what she said. I said, well, I'm going to
But
call
no,
her and
she
ask
was the
her.
one that was lust because he took his dusty ass over. You know what I'm talking about? What he did.
Right, right, right.
He took
And
his
I'm like,
dusty ass over there and did that, and then that's how it all came about.
right. And I'm like, well, I'm going to call her and ask her. I said, because I don't understand why she would say that about me. No, no, no. Please don't. Please don't start no trouble. I don't want to start trouble.
You remember she
Y'all are
did the
my
same thing with
friends.
Monster now.
And I'm not going to sit back and let anybody talk about y'all like that because I don't find it right. I don't even call her no more in the morning. But then she told you she didn't call you in the morning no more because we didn't want you on the phone. But she
Yeah,
told us she stopped calling you in the morning because she wasn't going to sit there and let you talk about us. And we
I
are her
wasn't talking
friends.
about y'all. I was
Right.
like,
But that's what I'm saying. That's how she turns her lies around. She tell us she ain't calling you because we her friends and we really loyal and yada yada yada. And she ain't gonna sit around and listen to you talk about us. But then she tell you, well, Monica, I don't call you in the morning because they really don't want to talk to you.
what?
That's what she did. That's exactly what she did. And I'm sitting there going, oh, honey, bitch, I ain't never got nothing to say to you ever again in life. Because anything I'm going to say to you, I'm going to curse you the fuck out. Because, honey, not only do you lie, but you lie. You know, it's one thing just to lie, but bitch, you lie. And you create animosity between people because you lie and tell them, oh, well, they said this, and then tell the next person, well, they said this about you, and go right back to the other person. Well, they said this about you. I said, and the bad part is they like you so much they ain't gonna tell on you. And once you see they ain't telling on you, it just get bigger and bigger and
And,
bigger and bigger.
and that's how I was thinking too. But then I said, she had called me again, said such and such. They live and they're saying that you and that they and such they are talking, girl. I said,
Oh,
but I said I ain't finna let this bitch see me be feel any type of way. I said,
right.
well, that's fine, whatever. And then you know what I'm saying.
Oh, Trisha,
Um,
I believe you. You know how many times she told me I should divorce Tramel, and how many times she told Tramel he should divorce me, and we never said anything to each other until she started with the lies. I said, Tramel, she told me I should divorce you long time ago. I said, because she said, you giving me trauma and she don't see how I deal with it. He said, what? He said, but then that bitch told me I should divorce you because you stressful.
Oh,
I was like, right. I said, I believe it. I said, but see what you said that she was in love with me. She turned that on Monica. Joseph, I think Monica is really in love with you,
I
cause
see y'all as brothers.
right. She no, you know what she told me? Think about it. Her Jayla's father and Jamel's father look like you, and this
How
new
the
dude
hell
look
she know
like
what my
you.
goddamn
Right.
baby
She
daddy
was
look
like,
like?
Monica like big light skinned men like you, and I think
Yeah,
she's in love with you.
first of all, I like who I like. I have no preference of what a
Right.
man look like. Hell, he could be big, little, small,
You
dark,
see what
light
Trisha
skin.
said? You see Trisha said she told me that too. You see what Trisha said? Because
Damn,
that's what
it's
she
crazy.
said. She came to me and told me, I think she's in love with you because you her type. And you I mean you are cute. And you know, you right up her alley. I said, well, that's cute, but what's she gonna do? I'm a whole gay man. I'm like, I'm a whole gay man. Like, what she expect to happen? I don't know, but she like you. But meanwhile, you telling Tremel to divorce me, and you telling me to divorce Tremel. Like you was going. She used to try to make us. She used to try to make us leave each other.
Man, let me tell you, that's why I say, so behind all of that, there is a good person. I do believe that. I ain't gonna speak negative of her, but I believe behind all that, she does have good intentions when she trying to do something about it, but it's just the way she go about it.
Yeah,
Messed up.
those ain't good intentions. You
I
doing
get
it for a reason, and whenever you do stuff for a reason, there ain't no good intentions behind it.
okay. Well,
And
she did.
that's just the way I feel. I'm not taking away
Yeah,
from what you said, but that's just the way I feel. When good intentions is me just doing something for Monica because I like Monica and I want to do it. Not
right,
I like Monica and after I do this, she gonna do what I tell her to do.
right. That's why I say, that's why I say I own my part. If I did say something, it was provoked from her saying what she was saying, and I was like, what? You know,
Right. Like
and
I don't expect nobody to sit there and listen. Oh, well, they said this and that. I don't expect you to sit there and be quiet. Shit, you were Aries. I know you had something to say behind what the fuck she said, cause I did. I ain't even gonna sit here and lie. I did. I ain't gonna let no. Yeah, Monica said this about y'all. Well, fuck Monica. I ain't gonna lie. I said that quite a few times. I did, cause I'm like, well, I don't know why she can't get on the phone and tell us herself. I said, if that's the way she feel, fuck her. Oh no, Joseph, don't be mad. I'm just telling y'all because y'all my friends. And I don't think she mean it. See, when she thought she was pissing me off too much, now she want to start backpedaling because she know I'm the bitch to get on the phone and ask you. She knew Tremel wasn't going to do it, but she
but see,
knew
she
I would
tried
do
to
it.
have that conversation, but see, it was one time that me and Tremel had a conversation about something, and Tremel said, "My mother, if you ever feel some way, just come to me and say whatever you gonna say." I said, "Okay, Tremel," and I said, "Well, we good."
Right.
Then one day, blogs, Tremel said that blogs had y'all done came to y'all talking about some y'all. We really do need to support Monica. We blah 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 said that me and her was beefing. I'm like, well, how we beefing? We just got off the phone.
Right. I
Oh,
remember that. Oh, honey. Oh, she would call us and talk about you like a dog. And then get on the phone and be talking to you. Or Tremel call her and she's like, oh, I'm on the phone with Monica. I'm going to call you back. And I He's in there. Well, wait a minute. You just sat on the phone and talked about this woman like a dog, and now you sitting on the phone talking to her and telling Tremel you gonna call him back because you on the phone with her. Shit ain't. See, when people do stuff like that, it
that
don't
made me
add up to
question.
me. It just don't add up to me because I'm like, you's a fake bitch. You phony. Like you talking to Monica, but you sitting here talking all this shit about her to me and Tremel, and now you on the phone with her. So are you doing the same thing with me and Tremel? Because it
Yep.
just wasn't adding up to me. It really was. It never added up to me. That's why I never trusted her. Never.
Yeah, because I was told her she was like she always complained that y'all always was asking her for money, and I was like, well, if you don't want, I said, but then just don't send them no money if you feel like they're begging you or asking you for money.
Right. But you know what she told us? Monica said I be giving y'all too much money. and I need to stop giving y'all money. That's what she told us.
But let's think about it. Any of us really asking anybody for money?
Right. We never asked her for shit. And I swear to God. And maybe the one or two times when I ain't had no money, I was like, could I just borrow $20 and I'll send it back to you on the third when I get my check? I'm gonna cry if you send that money back to me and yada yada yada. Or oh, I don't have it. But 2 days later she sends us $200 and go, you and Tramell ain't got nothing. You know, y'all can't do nothing for yourselves right now. So I want y'all to go out and have a good time. And we would look at each other like, this bitch is crazy. We asked for $20. She told us she didn't have it. And 2 days later, you send us $200. Make it make sense to me. You don't have 20, but then you got 200 just to throw at me.
Child,
Make
it's
it make
crazy.
sense. Everybody begged her for money, but meanwhile, she's just sitting back throwing everybody money. Just throwing everybody money.
Mm-hmm.
Patricia, I don't blame you. I ain't mad at it. I ain't even gonna sit here and pretend like I'm mad at it. Like you said, I wish a millionaire would. You want to be a millionaire, bitch, and treat me like you want? I ain't gonna tell you no, and that's just what I said on that live, bitch. You want to throw money at me? Throw money at me all motherfucking day. But what you won't do is sit and say I asked for it because it's a motherfucking lie.
And that's why I said that's what made me kind of like now as people start giving me stuff, I be like, "What's your mo?" You
Oh,
know,
she told me you asked her for a whole $300 hairstyle.
I would never.
Can you
I
believe
can
she
pay for
had the
my. I always
nerve?
told y'all that I could pay for my own. You
No,
know,
remember when you was getting the kids iPads for Christmas?
yeah, I was gonna buy my kids iPads
Oh
and
no, it
everything.
was she telling me she want to buy the iPads, but she don't have the money. Then she said she want to get her hair done for Christmas, and the hairstyle is $300. And she know good and well she ain't never had a $300 hairstyle. She just want me to pay for something, either the hair or the iPads. She said, and I'm not doing it.
Baby, I still have
I was
bundles
like,
that I pay for out of
no,
pocket.
but I'm saying, I said she asked you because I know you. I was like, she asked you to pay for something. No, but the way she was trying to suggest it and put the idea in my
No,
head, I said,
you
no.
suggested in your mind.
I
I'm
said,
one of
unless a
those.
person asks you to do something, that don't mean they want. I said, I was the one that told you just because one of us, because she did it to you too. You said, oh, the kids got to eat. Oh, I want to order them pizza. She didn't even hear you say you had already cooked. She was ready to order them pizza. And I'm like, what are you doing? Monica said she cooked and she had to go feed them. Oh, I said, that's your problem. Soon as somebody say they hungry or Tramell say he on his way to the store. I say, if Tramell says he's on his way to the store to buy us coffee, but yet you turn around and send him $50 for cigarettes and coffee, he didn't need your money, bitch. He was already on his way to go get it. So clearly that means we had the money. But you want to send a cash app. And who really gonna turn down the cash app? I mean,
I
it
got to
is
the
what it
point where
is.
I wanted to send it back because I really don't want to feel like I'm taking advantage of nobody. You know, that's
Right.
the way I was feeling. I was like, man, I really don't need your money. Anything that I can get for me and my kids, I can get it. Like,
And when you, because you told me that, and what did I tell you? I said, Monica, you asking her for it? You was like, no. I said, is she just sending it to you? You said, yeah. I said, you be a goddamn fool to send it back. And I meant that. It's
it,
one thing if you just asking somebody for something and then you start feeling like I'm just using this person. But
mhm.
it's a whole nother thing when a bitch just giving you shit and you ain't asking for it. It's like, Monica, you a single mother.
You right. Just like earlier of like in the middle of last year, you remember I had called you and talked about a subscriber that I don't know what she went to, but she got into it with somebody, and she said she really wanted to see my platform grow. You remember that conversation, right? Hello, Joseph, you on mute? We done sit here and talk about a whole 2 hours. I'm going to hear up. He done got off, but yeah, like y'all, we done sat here and had a whole conversation, child. I'm sorry. I ain't. We just sitting here conversating, but I thank you guys for coming on here. Joseph, you want to come back? Here's the link if you want to come back. But his phone probably have died. But there is a link. If anybody want to say anything, but I do thank y'all so much for coming, and I want to let you guys know. I do want your opinion do matter, and I love y'all. But some things will not change. My kids being in the background, that will not change. Me waiting for people to come into the chat, that will not change. I like to engage my audience, and that's my way of engaging. Um, and I'll get back to the news and views when I get back to it. Right now, mentally, I don't want to go. I will talk about a trending topic, but other than that, I'm good. We'll have fun. Last night, if I didn't have to do schoolwork, I was gonna come on the live and talk about. I was gonna talk about do some relationship questions and sex conversations that Trisha wanted to have. And we was gonna do that, but I'll do it next Saturday, y'all. I am going to be live, y'all. I'll try to bring content tomorrow. I'm gonna try, but I gotta write a paper, so I don't know. But I will try to be live Monday or Tuesday, um, and I'll just give you guys content. Um, Trish, I know you were joking about that, but I still wanted to do it. I just want to let you guys know, I did, I do appreciate, everything anybody has ever done for me. Even though even though, even though, it's frustrating sometimes to get on here and try to do this, just be, if I ask you for a topic, that means topic. What I'm doing wrong probably will not, or that you don't like, it probably will not change. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry. You may have to just unsubscribe, and that's fine. I was not for you, and you were not for me. That's the way I look at it now. She said, "Uh-huh." That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, nobody else was saying anything, but I understand that some people just watching the bushes, or some people, uh, I'm not mad if people unsubscribe. Like, this ain't my bread and butter, and probably will never be. It's just something that I enjoy doing. So, hey, let me see. Yeah, I done gained a subscriber back. No, I ain't gained no subscriber back. But this ain't my bread and butter at all. So, um, I'll take y'all comments, but sometimes some of the stuff that your grievances won't change. Um, Especially with my kids being in the background, they're up now, and I'm not gonna change my way of doing things. I'm sorry. So, um, anybody got anything else they would like to say before I get out of here? Before I get out of here, anybody else have anything else to say? I'll try to be live on Facebook and YouTube tomorrow. I gotta bring some content. I know. Um, I know. Exactly. Um, Sha- but anyway, y'all, and just please know that we're not here to bash anyone, anything like that. That was just something that me and Joseph and Trisha we experienced. I'm gonna try my best to come on tomorrow. I know you say how you gonna say you come alive and then come alive, then you come alive, and then you ain't come alive. Um, but I'm gonna try my best to be live on tomorrow, y'all. Because I know it's getting late and I need to straighten up a little bit and do a little schoolwork before I go lay down. Make sure you guys um, hit the like button on the way out. If you have any grievances, baby, there's my email right there. That is my email. If you wanna bless the cash app, bless the cash app. Maybe I need to say that more. My email right there. Um, but other than that, y'all, I'm out. Um, Trisha said I am. But y'all, I have truly enjoyed the conversation. Thank you, Joseph, for coming in on the live. Um, Tomorrow, guys, um, keep them to yourself. Woo! That's why I said, everybody has an opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody got them. But trust me when I say this, it ain't easy every coming on here every other day or every day trying to give people content. Well, go ahead, girl. Um, but anyway, y'all have a good night. I'll see you guys. I will try my best to try to get some content on, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow. And I have a good night. Love each and every one of you guys. Ugh.